I have waited literally 7 years to put FaZe Banks' name in the title of a video and have it actually be about him. The last time I got to do it was Drama Alert, and if I got fired from that 3 times, then obviously I'm not very good at it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Roughly 2 years ago now, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who I still owe a very big favor to, called me up, and he was like, hey, do you want to come to LA for like 18 hours? I'm throwing a rager and I really need you to come smoke my weed. I shit you not, like, it's something that you can't make up. Like, the reason I ask people to come smoke my weed all the time is because of this guy. Shout out to you, Ian. You're a good man. So, obviously I said yes, and an hour later, I'm in an Uber to the airport. And the next thing you know, a lady on my flight tries offering me Xanax to sleep through it on my straight-through flight from Atlanta to LA, but different story video. But as soon as I land, my friend Ian has his assistant pick me up in a blacked out Benz. Like, some straight rock star level shit. It was awesome. Dude pulled up, I shit you not, had a pack of backwoods on deck, and he's like, all right, I'm finding the map to the nearest dispensary. God intended for me to live and die in LA. Ever since that day, I've been convinced. But on the way back from the dispensary, fun time by the way, Ian goes, I think we're gonna need some liquor for this party. And I'm sitting there going through my PayPal account, not really seeing anything too interesting. And I'm like, how many bottles are you gonna need, and how many people are there gonna be? And he's sitting there scratching his head for a minute. He's like, yeah, well, the Nelk boys wanted 1,200 Coronas, and I'm assuming they're gonna bring like 150, max 250 people. And I'm just, yeah, you're right. Entirely what I was expecting. You know what? We're just gonna need all of CVS's liquor. And usually when I spout shit like that, like, I'm joking, but we actually went to the nearest CVS, and I shit you not, we got just about all of, if not all of, their entire liquor cabinet. And apparently that's normal in LA, because as soon as we went to do it, the cashier's like, oh, Friday night? Like, oh, yeah, just another day at the office, huh? CVS might as well be a mobile pharmacy, like a street pharmacy. Like, it is just full-on degeneracy there. Anyway, after all that, we roll up to Ian's Airbnb in the hills, and it had to have been like $2,000 or $3,000 a night. Because whoever owned this massive home in the hills had a big enough swimming pool for us to fill it with quite literally a ton of ice and 1,200 Coronas with God knows how many bottles of Hennessy, Ciroc, Grey Goose, oh good God. And before you know it, an Uber Black pulls up, and before the car can even stop, the first person I see jump out of it is none other than Richard J. motherfucking Pickles. The man walks inside like he owns the place, doesn't say a word, sees me out of the corner of his eye, looks at me and points at me and goes, you. And before I can even react, just puts me in a fucking headlock. The man is virtually suffocating me, screaming at me, where is Sormac? Where is Strobe? And I'm trying to get out like, dude, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. You are suffocating me. And as borderline enjoyable as this is, I might die. So he lets me up, and I'm like, dude, I don't know where they're at. And he's like, yeah, I'm just fucking with you anyway. Daps me up, and I kind of just went and fucked off for like 4 hours. Keep in mind, this is a Nelk party. A lot of shit I'm not covering here. Sometimes even my content ain't that raunchy. They're good boys. Oh, but if anyone cares to find this, I would love to see it. There are some beautiful cinematic shots of me taking bong rips at this party. Somewhere on the Nelk channel, I'm pretty sure. If you guys want to find it, I'd love to see it. But finally, after like 4 or 5 consecutive hours, I had drank my entire body's weight worth of Jaeger bombs and had to find a piss room. And wouldn't you know it, there's a line from bathroom to bathroom to bathroom, all converging in this middle 3-way fuck section where you just kind of get to pick which bathroom you want to spend 45 minutes trying to get into. And I'm pretty sure 99% of the people that were in line were not going to the bathroom to use the bathroom. It's LA. Just keep it in mind. Half of these people were in line to do coke in the bathroom, and the other half were in line to have sex. I'm pretty sure I was the only one that actually had to use the bathroom. And finally, it had to have been like 25-30 minutes in line. Like, painstaking waiting, shaking, having to piss. And I just feel the force of fucking God loom over me. And I turn around right as FaZe Banks grabs my shoulder and he's like, yo, you in line to go to the bathroom? I'm like, awestruck for one, kind of scared. I'm like, yeah, I had to piss for like 30 minutes. Really gotta go. And he goes, all right, not to be a dick or anything, but can I cut you? And I was like, buddy, I draw the line at biting and candle wax. I don't know how kinky you are. Okay, I didn't say that. But who am I to tell FaZe Banks, oh, you can't cut me in the bathroom line? So I was like, yeah, I'll wait another 30, 45 seconds so you can take a piss. So, I mean, not even a minute later, he comes out of the bathroom, daps me up, he's like, thank you for that, yada, 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 and he's like, yo, you remember when Gio bought that Gummy Worm on Twitter? And if you do not remember this tweet, you are an infant. This is a moment in Twitter history. Like, this is a moment in internet history. This is iconic. But, I mean, the question kind of shocked me. I was like, I mean, yeah, like, I do. Why? Why do you care? Dude whips out a wad of cash out of his wallet, flips out a $100 bill, slides it over to him, and he goes, I want you to buy something, but make it even worse, and tweet it at me. Well, Richard, two things. Actually, yeah, don't murder me for not calling you Banks. You very well could. There's not a lot I could do. But for one, my Twitter's suspended. You know that. Please, for the love of God, follow my new one. It's Nudah_parody. That goes for the rest of you motherfuckers, too. I know that a lot more of you than just him are watching. If he even watches to begin with. Who gives a shit? Follow me on Twitter, Nudah_parody. But for two, I kinda did spend that $100, but it's not what you think. Just hear me out. So, when I was going through my mental breakdown and I moved back to Indiana, yeah, I moved to an even smaller town than the one I was in before, and just was away from everyone. I completely isolated myself. I'll make videos on it sometime, don't worry. But when you're in Indiana, you have nothing to do, you really aren't in the best headspace. You walk to the gas station, and you pick up a pack of backwoods, for whatever purpose. And I didn't mean to do it at the time, genuinely. Had I been in the right headspace, I would have never done this. But I accidentally broke that specific 100 buying a pack of Russian cream backwoods. And then, I shit you not, I wouldn't even be making this video had this not happened and been a part of the story. But I made a video on it back when it initially happened. But I bought that pack of backwoods and then I left to go pick up weed. And I forgot that I left my wallet at the gas station. And it's a Louis V wallet, so obviously you're in the middle of Indiana, you're poor, you steal it. Someone now has a monogrammed Louis Vuitton wallet. Has the word ass monogrammed on it in silver, and it's full of FaZe Banks' money. So in conclusion, Banks, I need another $100. My PayPal is paypal.me/Nudah. Thank you, Banks. Discord.gg/Nudah for updates. Nudah_parody on Twitter. Smoke weed, like, comment, subscribe. Smoke weed, bye!